In March 1955, 9 months before Rosa Parks made history, a 15-year-old girl in Montgomery, Alabama refused to give up her bus seat. Her name was Claudette Colvin. For decades, her act of courage was forgotten, but it helped plant the seed of a movement that would change America forever. Born in 1939, Claudette grew up in Montgomery under the weight of Jim Crow. A bright student, she loved history and dreamed of becoming president one day. Inspired by Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth, and mentored by Rosa Parks through NAACP Youth Council, she was already questioning segregation. On the afternoon of the 2nd of March 1955, Claudette and friends sat in the middle section of a city bus. When ordered to give up her seat for a white passenger, 3 of the teens moved. Claudette, pressed against the window, refused. She said, "It's my constitutional right." Police dragged her off the bus in handcuffs as she cried those words again and again. Instead of juvenile detention, she was thrown into an adult jail, terrified and alone until her minister bailed her out. That night, her father guarded their home with a shotgun, fearing retaliation from the white supremacist organization, the Ku Klux Klan. At school, Claudette's classmates were divided. Some admired her bravery, others shunned her for bringing trouble. She had struck at the heart of segregation, but the cost was heavy. Civil rights leaders considered making her case the test for Montgomery's buses, but Claudette was young, poor, and later became pregnant. They feared the white press would use that to discredit the cause. When Rosa Parks, a respected 42-year-old, was arrested later that year, she became the movement's symbol. The Montgomery bus boycott followed. Rosa Parks became an icon, and Claudette faded into the background. Yet Claudette's defiance proved critical. In 1956, she was one of 4 plaintiffs in Browder v. Gale, the federal case that ultimately ended bus segregation. At just 16 years old, Claudette testified in court, helping secure the ruling that declared Montgomery's buses unconstitutional. It was her seat on that bus and her courage in court that struck down Jim Crow laws in public transportation. For Claudette, life never became easy. Labeled a troublemaker, she left Alabama at 18 years old, moving to New York, where she quietly raised 2 sons and worked as a nurse's aide for 35 years. For decades, her story was overshadowed by Rosa Parks' legend. Only later did historians and advocates restore her place in history. In 2017, Montgomery declared that March the 2nd will be remembered as Claudette Colvin Day. Her name now appears on a granite marker downtown beside Rosa Parks' statue. In 2021, her juvenile record was finally expunged and a mural went up on Claudette Colvin Drive. Today, Claudette Colvin is remembered not as a forgotten teenager, but as a pioneer whose courage changed the law. She was the first to stay seated, the first to cry out for justice, and her act reminds us still that even the young and seemingly powerless can transform the world.